Okay, so initially I wasn't going to talk about this case because I can't even look it up without losing sleep. It's that disturbing. But enough people said they wanted to learn more about it. So the Wineville chicken coop murders were carried out by Gordon Northcott, seen here looking like an absolute psycho, in the 20s in Riverside County, California. It's important to know too that Gordon was in his late teens and early 20s when these happened. So it all started when Gordon's parents bought him a chicken farm in Riverside County, California, where he was going to stay with his little nephew here, Sanford Clark. And Sanford's actually the reason we know any of this happened. It's all of his accounts of what happened at the chicken coops that was able to piece together the crimes. So according to Sanford, one day Gordon went over to Sanford holding a bucket and said, "Do you want to see what's inside this bucket? I caught something." And of course he hadn't caught anything. Inside of the bucket was a head of a child, and Sanford didn't know what to do. He had never seen this before. But Gordon was laughing and laughing and laughing. He thought it was like this huge hysterical prank that he had pulled on Sanford. The worst part is that Sanford's parents actually came and visited the chicken coop not long after that happened, and Sanford tried to tell them what had gone on, and Gordon was able to convince his parents that he used self-defense to decapitate the young boy and put his head in the bucket. Apparently, when Gordon's mom heard what happened, she cried and hugged him and said, "You did what you had to do." So, of course, it got exponentially worse after that happened. And according to Sanford, shortly after was when Walter Collins, who I did the other video about, showed up on the chicken coop farm. And again, there's no hard proof of this, but according to Sanford, Walter was there for weeks. Gordon had kept him in a chicken coop for weeks and was just going out and torturing the poor boy, saying he was going to let him go, trying to get Sanford to join in on all of this. And again, Gordon's parents come and visit, and Sanford takes them out to the chicken coop and shows them Walter. And Gordon's mother says, "Well, we can't take the boy back now. They'll know it was us who took him, so we have to just dispose of him." And Gordon and his mom, including Sanford because they made him, disposed of Walter Collins. When all was said and done, Gordon potentially killed up to 20 boys on the farm. But not our boy Sanford. He was able to escape, and it's actually because someone called to do a welfare check on him that the cops even found out what was going on in the chicken coop in general. Gordon was sentenced to death when he was 23 years old, but Sanford lived until 1991 and had, all things considered, a pretty normal life moving forward.